Playboy, you made that beat.
Hello, San Antonio. Hello, Austin. Hello, South Texas. I am your boy E. Tally. I am with
Mike Daniel Jr. What's up, South and Central Texas?
And Richard DeLeon. How's it going, fellas?
all right, and we have another exciting episode. But I didn't want you guys to miss some of the dialogues that we do have. And so, with saying all that, I'm gonna kind of bring you in and let you share some of our conversations we have. So now let's finish our conversation, sir. Because this week's all about Mike Daniel and what he does over at the Sportsplex, which is a great job, by the way.
So I'm not gonna watch what I say because where are the lies?
There's not ever a lie.
Guy Davis. You know, some folks have the saying, "If the shoe fits, wear it." Right.
Well,
Well,
saying.
Guy Davis used to say, "A hit dog, a holler every time." And so the thing about it is, and here's the reason why I'm not gonna change who I am, because I'm the first one to own some of the stuff that I do. So if we're bringing it to the light, it's because we're bringing awareness as we all are out here trying to be better. So if someone's sensitive and in their feelings, I don't care. I don't. We're trying to be better. I made a move this past weekend because I'm trying to be better. If somebody has an issue with points of awareness for us to be better overall because of the experiences that we've gone through and we're able to share them, then something's wrong with that. That's an internal issue. We go through life, we have experiences, and our job with this platform is to share that stuff so we can help others the same way others have helped us, so others don't go down those same roads and journeys, and it can be a little smoother. Hey, you know what? Mike talked about this. Now I see what he was talking about. So if some of the stuff that we talk about hits home, well, let it hit home for the better. Don't take it the opposite way. That's all I got.
Oh, and I think that's really important what you're saying. But at the same time, sometimes we have to remember we have to leave names out and just give instances what happened to where as though not maybe say, hey, Eric Talley did this weekend at an event, but just kind of I would disguise it. I would say, well, hey, listen, I had an event this weekend, and at my event this weekend, customer A came in trying to buy chocolate milkshakes. Now, we've not ever sold chocolate milkshakes ever. So if this customer letting them know, hey, we don't sell chocolate milkshakes. Now we do sell vanilla, but we don't sell chocolate. They want to get irate and da 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 da. Instead of saying, hey man, Eric Talley came in the gym cutting up about a chocolate milkshake. We don't sell no chocolate milkshakes. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, you know what? That aspect, growth, I can business sake, customer sake, I can get with that. I can compromise with that. Yes, I can.
Because remember, like you just said, a hit dog, a holler. I've been hearing you say that for the last 7+ years, by the way. So it's not like something he just made up just now. He's been telling me that saying. It's just like the shoes and the sock deal. But anyway.
Okay.
But it sounds like you have quite a bit going on. So let's hear some of this past weekend's experiences.
this past weekend was great, man.
No, go ahead. Go
So
tell Richard the story. Hold on, because Richard got to know why we had this conversation.
okay, so
I don't want to get us in
Rich,
trouble,
No,
man.
No. This
no,
was
no,
not
no,
gonna
no.
get us in trouble. It's
All
making
right,
fun
all
of
right,
me.
okay.
Making fun of me.
This is something me and ET fight about all the time because he don't get it. So, Rich, every time my 26 or my 29 is getting ready to strap up, and let's say we're going against, a known powerhouse, I tell him this. I say, guys, I don't care what their name is. They got to put their socks on before they shoes, just like y'all do.
Oh,
Eric hates that statement.
I hate that.
He
I
hates
just
that
said it.
statement.
Said it.
And I'm like, but why? They do got to put their socks on before their shoes, just like we do. And he can't stand it.
I guess because in the military, I'm sure you heard this too, when you were trying to say, man bleeds and all this stuff, but man, don't be afraid of that guy because he puts his pants just like, I hate that's another one. Hey, I'm not that guy to do those right there, But it's again, I think I apologize. Sorry about that. I think we do a good job with going over that part over and over and over again because he loves telling those stories, and I cringe every time he lets me know about his socks and shoes because I told him some kids might not have socks, so
Not in
then
this
what?
day and age. Not in this day and age.
Some kids don't have socks, man,
Then they get blisters. Then
but their feet are calloused up, so they don't. They used to it.
Hey, move. Okay, you told we gonna move along. We're gonna move
All
along to
right,
the
go
good stuff.
ahead, go ahead.
Not dealing with you today, man. I'm too exhausted. This past weekend, man. Understand. Sorry, calls coming in. Can y'all hear me? Am I back?
We good?
yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Uh, man, folks don't understand that, as director of basketball operations inside that Sportsplex, as the director of follow through, the joy that I get, not just from watching follow through, I get joy watching other organizations grow, teams that when they just got started having successes, being able to see those same kids that those scoreboards used to be on the wrong side, and now I'm putting rings on their finger and sharing smiles and joys and high fives with them. And so when I have a tournament or an end of season playoff tournament and I get to take care of teams, man, with everything that's going on in my outside world, folks have no idea the joy that stuff brings me, being able to go court to court and watch just quality basketball games, man. And so this past weekend was one of those situations. We had a 3-in-1 special. We had our Labor Day Classic, right? We had our elementary, middle school end of season playoff tournament. We had our summer high school league end of season playoff tournament, all in one weekend, all under one roof at Alamo City All Star Sportsplex. And man, it was great. It was great. And in the seven, I'm gonna go Saturday. I'm gonna go Saturday to Sunday.
So
Starting
nothing
on
happened
Saturday.
Friday, real quick, right?
No,
There was
we were
no.
off on Friday.
Okay,
We
okay.
had a breather on Friday. Uh, in the 7th and 8th grade division, it was a combination division. Shout out to SA Rain 2030. They stepped up. They came and played some ball. And speaking of that 2030 group, dude, the series next weekend, that 2030 division, man, oh man, it's some hitters. I can't wait to talk next week and get a previews and a rundown because man, that series, first off, shout out to all the teams that are coming in and playing from Central Texas. But when you talk about smoke on all courts, guys, it's gonna be phenomenal to see a true competitive tournament where all courts, all pools, all divisions can go whichever way the sun go. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, that's like I told you, I love them three-way tie situations. Them two-way, I love those situations because I knew I had the right division. So continue on with this past weekend. SA Reign 2030, the varsity division, BTB came in and took care of business. That was Saturday. Then on Sunday, the regular Labor Day Classic divisions in fourth grade, Gulf Coast Blue Chips, CYS. Ooh, they got a fourth grade unit that I told Jock, man, you might want to go on. Let's start putting them in the fifth grade, get them boys ready because
Where
they
are they
hungry
from?
and they got it here. But
Oh,
Jock Arch and Kirk Brown, they're tied to Gulf Coast Blue Chips as well, and
oh,
so
okay.
they get yeah,
That's
and
why when I heard you
they
mention the
got it,
name, I was like, you got some Houston teams and Louisiana teams coming?
and they have a 2033 group that is tough. They got they have a 2030 group as well. Remember that 2030 I was telling you about? They're going to be in that 2030 division too. And so they took down the fourth grade division. Okay, let me get my thoughts together. Fifth, sixth grade. Think Michael. Hold on one second, guys.
Yeah,
My
take your
mind is a
time.
little exhausted right now.
No, take your time, man. And I just wanted to kind of comment, look too, and that's what the whole platform is about, man. Making sure, I don't want to sit here and Richard doesn't want to sit here and bore everybody about high school basketball that hasn't happened yet. The coaches haven't even, got their hands on their boys yet. So with all that being said, just letting you tell everybody what's going on in the sportsplex is so important because again, to me, the sportsplex is a staple of San Antonio and the existence of it and all the kids that I've seen come through there and all the kids that continue to come through there is just to me great. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So continuing on, fifth, sixth grade, Texas Grind took down that division. Great job, fellas. On
Hey,
Sunday,
shout out to G Mello, man. He does a great job with the little kids, man, with the little fellas, bro.
what it is with G Mello, he's got a circle of go-getters. He's got Stu, right? That's with SA Hoops Elite. He's got his man Pep Brian Evans that does great. Josh LaCour that comes in does great. Clem Sermons that helps out and does great. And if anybody that I missed inside that I think no Mars Anthony Guerra, also known as Chubbs, he's got a circle of outstanding trainers that you want to take your kid in that environment because you're gonna get work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And their gym be rocking and popping, man. So when we're talking about trainers, I definitely want to give a shout out to those cats and what they do after this hardcore spring and summer season as they get folks back in the lab getting ready to go into this fall season. So
Hey, real quick,
definitely kudos to that.
can you give a kudos to the fact that they're collaborating all together? Well,
Hell yeah, we did.
you mentioned like
We did
what
that
three
back in the
different
summer.
organizations just now, if I'm correct?
Yeah, yeah, because that's the way it's supposed to be, man. Like come together. You
That's
got a
dope.
vision. Hey, you're great. I'm great. We're great. Let's all be great because all the kids because that makes the training environment. Oh man, as y'all say, lit fire. That makes that training environment just real, man. Just oh,
Well, for me, I just want to give kudos to all those guys because again, I've seen all of them when they all started. I've seen all of them when they all started. And for me as a fellow coach and guy who was watching them all grow up, man, I said, man, these guys all get together and make it all right. Man, that northwest side of town is going to be a problem. That's going to
well,
be a
I'm
problem.
And that
I'm,
translates to like Dallas and all that.
Yes.
Like I said, Mike and I talked about it maybe last show or 2 shows ago, how San Antonio teams, when we're out of town, you don't see it with a lot of the other cities, but we're supporting each other. I'm supporting Mike when he's playing. I saw him supporting us. We're out there watching SA Hoops Elite. That's what we do. And so that group of trainers that you mentioned right there, that's kind of how they build that culture.
But hey, listen,
Yeah.
I love it. I love hearing about it. I love watching them play. And again, it's working. So that's why I wanted to make sure I give them love and give them a shout out, let them know it's working. Because those players on that side of town, And just throughout San Antonio, they're all getting better. They're all improving, and you're starting to see it. You're seeing it through the schools.
Well, you know what I love? The part that I love about it is the training, the in the lab, not just getting games. Like
Right.
kids are actually in the lab, right? And that's the most exciting part for me to see. You know what I'm saying? Not just getting games. You know, yeah, we all play, but we also see those behind the scenes work, and that's where it's at. So again, kudos and shout out to None But Love for you guys and what y'all are doing, bringing in all those kids from all the different teams, and then just getting that work, man. That's dope right there. Continuing on, Labor Day, 9th, 10th grade division, uh, San Angelo Outlaws came in the house, took it down. In the high school open division, it was kind of a JV varsity mix. Well, I'm lying. More of a JV, high level JV. Uh, those young bulls from 210 United took it down. Had a thriller, had to go to overtime with Valor out of Bernie, and it was a ball game, boy. Let me tell you, it was a ball game. And so, you know, just watching those divisions is always fun. We did have a varsity division on Saturday, and I forgot about that. No, I'm that's right, BTB. I got them already.
Yeah,
And
you
so
gave him a shout out
now,
earlier.
the EMS divisions, second grade division, all day elite. Coach Galvan came in the building, got those youngsters rock and rolling, took it down. Third grade division, followed through 2033. Good job, Coach Thomas and those boys working through. We had a fourth, fifth grade combination division that SA Hoops Elite boys and girls took it down. And so shout out to SA Hoops Elite coming in the building, taking care of business. In our sixth grade division, H7 Sports Training Academy, another training component, taking their training, and parents wanted to apply the training to in-game situations. So they came and they played and they took down that sixth grade division. And the seventh grade division, FT 2029 Black. So, you know, we're talking about training development. So what I did, we play up. And so, you know, we played in the eighth, ninth grade division. But then I let my second string, the guys that don't start, the guys that don't get like all the minutes, let them play the grade level. And so they were able to take down, you know, the seventh grade. And then the eighth and ninth grade, FT 2029 Black, we actually took that down as well. You know, had a nice war zone. Actually played H7 in the seventh grade and in the eighth, ninth grade championships. So that was a fun day of battling with those guys. On the high school side, we had three divisions. The ninth
Still
JV
talking
combination
EMS.
division.
We're still talking EMS.
That
correct?
was EMS. That
Correct.
was
That's
EMS.
what I
Yes.
Right.
And, yeah, that was the EMS playoff tourney. Now the high school playoff tourney, the ninth JV combination division, followed through 2026. Blue took it down. The girls high school open division, Marion Bulldogs took it down. And then
Okay.
in the boys varsity division, followed through 2026, Black took it down. And so it was a great weekend for such a number of reasons. You know, just me getting to be on the floor, watching all these teams competing after regular season play, then having a playoff tournament play, and then, you know, the two teams that I coach, my 26s, my 29s, for them to go out on top because I no longer will be coaching them in any of my events. You know, when you look at things and you listen to criticisms and you listen to critiques and you listen to feedback, you know, there's one of two things you can do. You can fight the feedback, or you can shut up and listen to the feedback and find a way to make it better. And so some of the feedback that I've heard is, you know, Mike, you control too much. You got your teams, you're running the league, you're running the tournament, you're running the refs, you're doing too much, you're doing too much. And so when you hear that for a period of time, you know what? Let's change it up. And so if that team is playing in the building, you won't know it's my team because you won't see me anywhere near the sidelines. My 29s, this is their last this will be their last run of playing in that building because of the fall series that gets played the 8th grade division, because it's definitely going to be some heat and smoke in that division. But after the fall and spring series, they will age out of the sportsplex, and we're going to spread our wings and play elsewhere because yes, I have several hats, but I shouldn't be penalized. So we're gonna play elsewhere to appease to the customer base, to limit the concerns that come with all that I do within the building as the director. And so it hurts because they put their blood, sweat, and tears in that building, right, with their training. And so to not be able to come home every now and again stinks. But you want to know something? They're still going to get basketball. They're still going to grow. They're still going to develop. They're still going to have opportunities. And I'm still going to get to be with them. And so it was great to finish up coaching them and finish up on top with both of my groups. So that was a great feeling to finish up on top in my last hoorah with them.
Okay, well, congratulations to all the trophy hoisting. Your arms are probably tired, and so are theirs. All that trophy hoisting y'all were doing. Hey, we won. Hey, hey. But honestly, all jokes aside, I really like to hear some of the new organizations that's out there because, again, the fact I don't coach the little kids, I don't know. And you mentioned some new names and everything. So it's going to be really interesting to see the series when it kicks off next week. It is next week, correct?
14th, 15th kicks off.
Yes.
That's the opener.
Yes. So, no, not next week. That's the following week, then, right? Yes, that's the following week. Not next week. This week's the 7th.
Right.
Up.
This week is the 7th, and next week is
next
the 14th, 15th.
The following weekend. Yeah.
Hey, folks out there that like to sit in stands and enjoy your kids playing basketball. Golden nugget for the day, for the week, for the remainder of 2024. When a situation happens on the basketball court involving children, we spoke of this before, stay off the court. Those are children. There's no reason for a parent. You have referees, you have coaches, you have security. Well, in my events, we have security. Can't speak for all. Security, attorney admin, gym admin. Let the admins do their job. Parents, I understand, protective mama bears, protective papa bears, protective uncles, aunts, grandmas, and grandpas. You want to come out there. That is a recipe for an instant explosive disaster. An instant explosive disaster. Please stay off the courts and let the supervision do their jobs. And so that's the only nugget that I've got. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to have the can't make this up segment, but we're going to also have the let's be better segment, right? So we're going to put this in the let's be better segment. Stay off the courts when something happens, right? Don't pour that gasoline can into that brewing fire. That's my let's be better piece for this for this week. Final thoughts for this week. Lab work, training, skill development. Make sure that you're getting that work. Getting your training, getting your development, getting your skill work. Don't leave that part out of the equation. It's a part of the journey. It's part of the process. Get your lab work. Trust the process. Trust the journey. Take care of your bodies, nutrition, hydration, rest, and stay working and being great. Final thoughts.
Okay.
Hey, folks, thank y'all for tuning in. I stepped away to come and join my fellas and give some updates from the past weekend, but I am going to have to run as my baby boy just got through with ACL surgery, and it is time for him to be released to go home. So got updates, big stuff coming. Off weekend, right? Next week we will kick off Can't Make This Ish Up, right? And it's gonna be great. Enjoy that lab work,
Do
and
we
you
have
guys
to?
have a
We have to have that ish part in there. Can we not? Can we just say? Can we just keep it clean and say you can't make this up? Can we just find ways to keep it clean? Because it's already listen, I'm already telling you. Woo, I'm nervous. I'm sweating right now. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
ish is nowhere close to the other side.
Well, we trying to. Hey, listen. I don't know if y'all saw the interview, but me and Coach V, he already dropped a few F bombs on here. So again, it won't be the first person on the show. But okay, you want to keep Ish in there? We'll keep Ish in there for you. We'll keep it in there.
But a great segment that we're going to incorporate into the show. I'm looking forward to it. But right now, I love you guys and I love what I do. But I'm a dad first, and I got to go take care of that business. So, excuse my absence and departure. Love you guys. Thank y'all for following. Thank everyone for the support, and I'll see you guys next week. Actually, I'll see y'all Sunday.
Yes, yes. Well, hey, also I want to let you know, I don't know if you knew, but Rise Up tournaments have an actual high school tournament this weekend. They'll be up there. So I'll be up in we'll be up there on Saturday, but we will get together on Sunday though. All right.
Winning plan. Rich, be easy. We'll touch base.
All right.
All right, brother.
Take care of your son.
Yes, sir.
Man, I really appreciate Mike stopping through and just allowing us to keep a consistent base of what we're trying to do. To me, right now, that's very important to our audience, and just trying to get me on the routine because I'm terrible at it right now. I had to get up this morning at 6:00. Oh, that sucked. I don't know how y'all do it.
Well, and I got to give Mike props because when we were talking about it this morning,
yes,
his son going in for ACL surgery, we decided to push the show to Wednesday.
Yes,
and he went ahead and said, "You know what? Let's just do it. Let's do it today.
Get out the way.
Let's get out of the way. Let's do it today." So
consistency. So again, kudos to him, and blessings definitely to a speedy recovery and definitely a healthy one also. So thanks again, Mike, for just coming out and just supporting us and doing what you do. But I guess we can wrap it up with final thoughts, and as usual, man, I'll let you lead the way.
Final thoughts, huh? Today.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as we get into the basketball season, high school basketball season coming up, I guess there's going to be some showcases and fall ball stuff going on. We'll definitely get into the meat of the high school talks as we go along, and right now is just really we're in that transition,
right? And
where we're waiting for high school ball to start because that's what we're all about. But like Mike, he's still working. There's still stuff going on in the community with tournaments and leagues for elementary school and middle school.
All right.
At the same time, we're just going to keep going back to the same thing because we know a lot of our viewership comes from the young men and young ladies that are playing basketball or any sport in the community. We keep talking about just keeping up the grind, keep working. I saw a tweet recently where they talked about you should still be hit the weight room throughout the season.
Yes.
Just because the season starts doesn't mean, hey, no more weights. Right. You can still lift. Actually, a lot of elite athletes, they lift on game days.
Right.
So we just got to keep pushing. You talked about getting up at 6 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
And I know it's not fun, but some of the better players in the city, they're getting up. I think Xavier talked about that.
Yes.
When we interviewed him,
Xavier
going down
to the school.
Yeah. He gets up early. He gets in a workout by himself before he even goes to school to get their workouts and go to school and study. You got to put in that kind of work. That doesn't guarantee anything, but the lessons and the lessons and the work ethic that you pick up along the way, it goes a long way when you get my age. A lot of the things I go through, and we talked about this on Saturday when we were at the UTSA game. think we were driving, and I said, the thing about sports is it teaches you a lot. Stuff that I continually implement in my daily routine at work is stuff that I learned playing sports. Um, so you guys have to just continue to work. And that's one of the things that I did pick up was the work ethic necessary to succeed, not just in sports, but in life. So from me to you guys, keep working, keep putting in the work, and everybody grows at their own pace. So don't compare yourself to the next guy. Okay. You're running your own race. Always run your own race and keep putting in that work. That's all I really have today. Like I said, we're kind of still transitioning between summer to high school ball.
Right.
And really, I think for the next month, even the guys that I train, the guys that when we're at practice, that's gonna be my message to them.
Okay.
You know,
mine is it's crazy. It's a similar message, and the only reason why. So I got a chance to interview one of Bernie standouts basketball players, Nick Hernandez, and while we were talking, he let me know he was injured, and I just want to kind of talk just recovery, just the whole importance of making sure you're taking care of your bodies, because again, you don't want to overuse your body to where as though it starts to break down. Because one thing I will say, when I was in the military, when I got my first injury, I pulled a hamstring. I was not ever the same.
Right.
I didn't, and again, when you're in the military, at least for me, when I was in the military at the time, I thought I was a machine. So I thought I could just run and just do everything crazy. But that hamstring kept me out for quite a while. And then once I actually sat my butt down and rehab properly, it healed, and I was able to, go back to how I felt when I was, at that age and everything. And I was a little bit older. That was the hard part, because I was about 38 when I got injured, and I was like, just didn't heal the same way if I was like 21 to do it.
Right.
So with all that being said, I just talk to the athletes, both females and males, and just make sure you're taking care of your body properly. Make sure you're eating the way you're supposed to eat, to make sure you're fueling your body to where as though if you do get hurt or injured, you can kind of bounce back in a way that allows you to be back the same. And then when it comes to rehab, please make sure your rehabs are being done, that you're listening to your physical trainer to heal the way you're supposed to heal, to do those exercises that you're going to hate. And I remember it was one that I had to lay flat, and I had to take one of those rolls and roll them over my leg, and I hated it. Oh my goodness. But again, just take the time out to make sure you're rehabbing properly and you're recovering the way you're supposed to. Drink plenty of water. I will say this. I heard this from a actual recruiter, a college recruiter. If a player is on the floor and that player is always getting cramps in the game, that player is not for him. That player's not for him. And the reason why is that's the first sign. Dehydration is the first sign you're not taking care of your body. So if you can remember that for me, and make sure you drink all the water and you're getting electrolytes replaced back in your body by drinking the Gatorades that you're supposed to during the events, and making sure you're properly hydrated before all games, you'll go a lot further. You go a lot further. And that's pretty much all I have.
So you're saying one of the best abilities you can have is availability.
Correct.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, I guess we all hit pretty much the same thing. Stay in the lab.
Mhm.
We all said the same thing. Stay in the lab. Recover. Mention recovery. Train. You mentioned train. So again, that to me, that's good, because we're all on the same sheet, and we're all looking for kids to honestly do the best for them and their programs that they're being part of. And that will help them get to the next level if they strive to get to whatever they're striving for, the next level is. That's going to help them get there.
Playboy, you made that beat.